Greetings and congratulations from Touch History. I, Pervez Kamal, am trying to present the history of America based on true events, feeling the urge to inform the next generation.
Embark on a journey through
The
time
Silk
along
Road
the
was
ancient
never a
Silk
single
Road,
path,
where
but a
cultures
living
and goods
network of routes that stretched across deserts, mountains, and seas, carrying with it the pulse of human ambition. From the bustling markets of Chang'an in China to the ports of the Mediterranean, traders, soldiers, scholars, and wanderers moved along these shifting roads, each leaving behind traces of their world while absorbing pieces of others. The Silk Road earned its name from the luxurious Chinese silk that fascinated distant empires. Yet, silk was only one thread in a vast tapestry of exchange. Spices from India and Arabia, jade and lacquerware from East Asia, glassware from Rome, horses from Central Asia, and gold, silver, and textiles from countless regions flowed through its arteries. Caravanserais rose like oases across barren landscapes,
Welcome to a
offering
place where
shelter to
cultures met
merchants
and
who
changed the
carried not
world
only
forever.
goods,
Here,
but stories
East
of
met
distant
West and
lands,
history.
beliefs, and discoveries. Where trade flourished, political ambitions followed, and the Silk Road became a stage for both cooperation and conflict. Powerful empires fought to control lucrative segments of the route, understanding that whoever commanded the Silk Road commanded wealth and influence. The Han Dynasty clashed with nomadic confederations like the Xiongnu for access to Central Asian corridors. The Parthians and later the Sassanids carefully guarded their territories, maneuvering between Rome and China to maintain
The
their
Silk Road was
dominance.
not just a trade
Along the
route,
mountains of
but a
Afghanistan
conduit
and the
for
deserts of Iran,
diseases like the
warlords and
plague.
kingdoms rose and fell, carving out power from passing caravans. The great conquerors, Alexander, Genghis Khan, Tamerlane, swept across these regions, destroying cities but also unintentionally clearing paths that later revived or redirected trade. Each shift in power changed the flow of goods, often forcing merchants to adopt new routes or adapt to the demands of new rulers. Even so, conflict rarely extinguished the Silk Road. Instead, it reshaped it, proving its resilience in the face of turmoil. Yet trade and war were only part of the story, for the Silk Road was equally a conduit of ideas and cultures. Buddhism traveled from India into Central Asia and China through the words of monks who walked dusty roads and crossed frozen passes. Along the way, they built monasteries and carved statues into cliffs, leaving spiritual footprints that still endure. Later, Islam spread with traders and scholars who carried the Quran alongside spices and textiles, transforming cities like Samarkand, Merv, and Bukhara into vibrant centers of learning and devotion. Artistic styles blended as Persian motifs appeared on Chinese ceramics, Roman techniques in Central Asian metalwork, and Indian narratives in murals far from their birthplace. Languages, too, intertwined. Sogdian became a key commercial tongue, while Arabic, Persian, Sanskrit, Chinese, and Turkic languages echoed across market stalls, creating a multicultural chatter that shaped identities and traditions. Where people traveled, diseases traveled with them, and the Silk Road became an unintentional highway for epidemics. The most infamous was the Black Death, which likely moved from Central Asia westward along trade routes, devastating populations in the Middle East and Europe. Plague-carrying fleas on rodents, transported aboard merchant caravans and ships, spread the disease across continents with terrifying speed. Even earlier, smallpox, measles, and other illnesses circulated along the routes, influencing the fates of entire empires. These outbreaks reshaped societies, altered political balances, and at times disrupted trade, reminding the world that the flow of goods and ideas came with invisible consequences. Still, despite these tragedies, commerce and travel resumed as people rebuilt, driven by necessity and the enduring pull of opportunity.
Welcome to the Silk Road, a network of trade routes that connected civilizations across continents, fostering cultural exchange and economic growth.